Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. We're due for a random run because we're always due for a random run. This is Lost, potentially, please no, Samson. We played Samson relatively recently, maybe not most recently, but it doesn't really matter. I can get down with a good Samson run. Scared. Yeah, fear's creeping in. Temporarily, thank you. Now we should not take damage here. Alright, not that it matters, it might actually be a good thing for us to take damage and get our, damage buffed, although it's not necessarily a good thing because we don't really stand to gain much beyond this floor, and this floor is probably going to be relatively easy in and of itself anyway. Basically, if we take damage, fine. If we don't take damage, probably also fine. Gives us a slightly lower chance of probably dying overall. Anyway, last run worked out. I think was that the run where we got the D4? I'm trying to think, because we just had a run on stream where I was playing as Azazel and I scammed the shit out of the D100. Which is apparently the D4, the D20, and the D6 all wrapped up in one. And maybe the D10 as well, I'm not totally sure. I think it was the run where, we might as well take it, I guess. It was the run where we had the D4, so we'd re-rolled our kind of shit Blue Baby run into a great Blue Baby run, and I believe we had Mom's Knife. Which, I would love to just get Mom's Knife again, like in a... Oh, awesome, okay, well I'll stop complaining about items before I even really begin. It has been a while since we got Mom's Knife, but getting Proptosis for free, as unexpectedly as possible on a Curse of the Blind type situation, is amazing. Proptosis is one of my favorite new items in the game, without a doubt. And really, I'm not even going to say underrated, because I think everybody mostly loves it, but it's a really, like, efficient and effective DPS upgrade. I'm kind of surprised that we don't have any tinted rocks, but... we should be able to find our secret room. It should be right here, basically. There's no other options for it, considering there's a fire blocking where we would put our bomb down for the other one. With 4 bombs, I think it's totally okay to blow up 3 pots, maybe get a little extra money. There was a chance at a quarter. It's all good. Let's head down to our boss fight. This also makes it so that as, well, it makes it so I'm not super worried about the haunt, for one. But it also makes it so that as Samson, if we don't get any kind of, like, damage buff from Bloody Lust, it doesn't really matter. All things considered, we're still in a fantastic position. Alright, let's let him shoot. There we go, and then we'll get in there and do a decent amount of damage, and then we'll run away. Come on. You know you want it. There we go. Now we'll give him a little bit of time, and then we'll run away. And whenever we get the opportunity to cross paths, we will take it and get a shot in. Alright. Might be able to kill him before he does anything else. Easy enough. Rough damage, but relatively unavoidable. Magic 8-ball for a shot speed upgrade, and Temperance card. The Temperance card is fantastic as Samson because of the fact that we can get the extra damage bonus out of it. The problem is, I don't really have a lot of red hearts to go on right now, so I'm a little bit anxious about that. I wanted to give myself like an extra second here to get through the room without all the spikes being out. Yeah, I like this room a lot, actually. You always get free bombs, or, well, you don't always get free bombs, you always get free something. In this case, it'll be free money. We might have to use, yeah, we're gonna have to use an extra bomb here. For 2 bombs, I could have gotten all of them, but I took the extra crack at it and fucked it up a little bit. So we're gonna give ourselves red heart damage, but it's not technically red heart damage. Child's Heart will help out as well. Oh, I almost crapped myself when I walked into that room. But yeah, we're gonna give ourselves a little bit of extra damage in order to pick up a little bit of extra, damage. We can bomb our way into our shop, at which point we should probably pick up a Spirit Heart if there's one available, which there is not. But there is an extra Red Heart, so I was thinking about buying the Red Heart, but now I've decided that I'm not going to buy the Red Heart, and instead, well, we might come back and buy the Red Heart, but first we're going to leverage what we've already got going for us here, play a little bit more of the Blood Bank, get a little bit more money, and hopefully at some point be able to buy the 9-volt. A little scary. A lot of people would probably argue that it's not the best decision to make there. A lot of people would probably be big old pussies. I'm just joking. That was rude. The extra damage we have now is probably the maximum that we can get. So we should probably just work our way towards what I'm going to assume is, item room, shop, boss room type corridor over here. Our damage is going to be out of control. And really the best offense, or sorry, the best defense for... not taking red heart damage. If you're not going to get a ton of spirit hearts, just having... Emperor card could be useful as well. But just having incredible damage will help out more than pretty much anything else actually could. We're going to be fighting Dingle. It's a boss that does have the potential to hit us. No question about that. My hope is that it doesn't. And there we go. A deal with the devil should be approaching now. I actually do want to shoot all the poop. It's not the most amazing boss room items thus far. We've had 8-ball and the belts for a speed upgrade. We're already pretty fast. But let's see what our deal with the devil contains. I think Demon Baby is an okay pickup. Good? No. But okay. Now I'm hoping that by clearing out all these extra rooms, whatever few ones actually remain, Child's Heart will have... Excuse me? Child's Heart will have a decent chance to actually pay out with some red hearts that we can use to play that blood bank, because I don't want to leave this floor with that blood bank intact. It's a little bit ambitious this early, but I would love to be able to pick up IV bag or blood bag out of it. Otherwise, it kind of feels like a waste. Especially IV bag. That's the end of it, though. We've already found our secret room. Where would a second secret room be? We'll take like an educated guess at it. It's either here or... Could it even be there? Could be there, I think. Now it's the hard part because I got to figure it out mentally. We already checked there. Maybe we didn't. I don't know. Here? I'll try here. Am I really going to waste all my bombs looking for a secret room on the off chance that it has red hearts in it? Yes. Yes, I am. Oh, this is starting to get a little bit disappointing. You know what? We should probably just leave. Maybe we should blow up our blood bank first, though. Now, this is like the ultimate risk here. Oh, we have 2 bombs. So let's play this once. Okay. Point taken. Then we're going to blow it up. The hope was that we'd get red hearts. We didn't, but we got a decent amount of money. Enough to actually buy the 9-volt. And we picked up this other red heart right here. So it didn't totally work out the way that I wanted. I know we could get BFF as well. I'm going to get 9-volt. I know I could get BFF, but the reason I don't really care about BFF is because the only familiar I have right now is Demon Baby. It would probably help out, and we don't have any spacebar item right now, but at the same time, we probably will in the future. I think I'm going to pop this 9-volt card, or sorry, this Emperor card right off the bat, and just fight whatever our boss is immediately on the next floor. We'll still have pretty good damage. And the reason I'm doing this, it's kind of a tricky boss fight to not be able to take damage on. The enemies are going to have low HP, but still. Didn't see that spider there. It's alright. The reason I wanted to do this right away is so, you know, a couple of reasons. Minimize our chance of taking red heart damage on random rooms so that we have a better chance of getting a deal with the devil if possible, but more so just hopefully having a chance to knock out an HP upgrade as soon as possible if the boss is going to give us an HP upgrade. So I figured, you know, this is not just a play for deal with the devil. This is a play for survival. One of you needs to be dying. Thank you. Good, good, good. No red heart drops from the boss. At least not yet. A little bit of a surprise for me, but our dream did come true. You know, we got a little extra HP in the form of Squeezy and a deal with the devil right off the bat where we'll be fighting Krampus. Bit of a problem. Unless... actually, it doesn't really matter what we get here. No matter what we get here, it's going to be good. It's going to be better than what we had, which was nothing. You know, we didn't have Lump of Coal, and we didn't have spacebar items. So, that spacebar item makes 9-volt a slightly more realistically good pickup, I guess. I hope. I'd feel somewhat vindicated in the way that this has gone down. That Emperor card is valuable, but it did some good stuff for us. Left hand's always a little bit tricky, because, you know, I've got to factor in, like, the 30% chance that I just completely forget to drop it, but it also gives us a much better chance of getting deals with the devil via red chest teleportations. Gives us a much better chance of getting, well, maybe not a much better chance, but gives us a better chance of becoming Guppy. Better chance of getting spirit hearts out of chests and stuff like that. I think it's pretty good. Hermit is, well, as of right now with 0 money, even though people are going to hate the fact that I'm saying it, you got to admit it's true. The main use for this Hermit card is as a teleportation for a boss room. Or, I guess, in a really, like, roundabout way. It's not so bad. In a really roundabout way, if we wanted to, if we had a hunch that we were fighting greed, then we could fight greed without wasting a key, and that would give us some money, but probably more likely a boss rush teleport. Not that I'm going to rush for it, but if we do get there, That's what I'll probably end up using. But then our time looks pretty good for it right now. Not using Krampus's head yet, just because we're early enough. The Emperor card is better for that. We're early enough that, you know, we could find ourselves being down to the next floor pretty soon. And then I could Emperor card and Krampus's head, I guess, right out the bat. Notched Axe is an item that is not as bad as it used to be, but don't confuse that with it actually being good. I think it's still relatively bad. But if you got no other spacebar item, it's a good choice, which we almost did on this floor. This is, weirdly enough, my ideal choice for Krampus's head right there, even though it's not a boss fight. Could have used it here as well. How do I feel about the run so far? Well, I haven't gone on any zany tangents yet, so I'm not super confident in how it's going, but we do have Proptosis for crazy good damage. Krampus's head is still pretty good in spite of the fact that it's been nerfed recently. Oh, and that's the end. Okay. We're going to go back and use a bomb to get that red chest. I like our trinket. I like our stats. Except for our HP, but it's not that bad. And, yeah, I don't really know, to be honest with you. We could use Hermit to, like, go to the shop, but there's basically no point in doing so. Because we already know that, it's not going to be greed. Based on the fact that we're only on Caves 1. Oh, that was almost bad. We also don't have any money to take down to the next floor to possibly spawn an arcade, which sucks kind of hard, but I don't really want to pick up Child's Heart, but we'll have to pick it up just for a second here. Get into this, and they gave us 3 spiders. It's not worth what we paid, but it's not that bad. Ugh. Well, could be better. Certainly. Boss room right off the bat. If we had an arcade, we could probably access that. Not boss room, boss trap room, of course. I'm a little bit less tempted to use the Emperor card right away on this floor, just because our odds of a deal with the devil are quite low to begin with. In addition to that... Oh, come on. In addition to that, we've already gone through like a couple rooms here to get Krampus's head charged up for it anyway. Could get a little money back. My hope is that there's actually a secret room that borders that curse room, because, you know, our spirit arts are still kind of precious here. We're not really rolling in any form of HP. The main positive that we have on this run, I know we can get a pill out of that, but I want to check for a secret room. Alright, well that's good actually. One more bomb now means that we can actually gain access to that curse room for free. The main positive that we've got going on our run now is incredible damage, which is obviously the most important thing for the most part on any given run, as long as you have enough HP to at least, you know, let your damage do its thing. I don't really want to play that key beggar at all. Rather just go for the straight up explosion. We also got both of the mushrooms out of it. And I found pills, which could be worse, quite honestly. It's a bad pill that at least doesn't negatively affect you. It's just bad because it's not good. Wow, I'm glad I didn't spend a spirit heart to go into that curse room. 4 troll bombs is very disappointing. Okay. Demon Baby was nice enough to do a little bit of damage there when I froze up. There we go. The spirit hearts feel good. I appreciate it. We don't need to... Actually, we do need to use a key to get into our item room, because we lack a bomb right now, but it's actually a good thing. It's a bit of a tough call, actually, to be honest with you. I think that I'll actually probably end up going with the shears over the scissors. Or, sorry, the shears over Krampus's head. I think the shears are better. At least for bosses. I know that, like, on some bosses, Krampus's head will just one-shot them. Shears, we won't have that luxury. But late in the game, I think Shears does do more damage to bosses on average than Krampus's head does. I hope so, at least. I have to use another bomb to get that out of there. So why am I taking Krampus's head with me for now? Well, if we use this on the boss here, then we can use the Emperor card on the next floor immediately and use Shears with a full charge. In fact, Mega Fatty might be one of those bosses for whom it's preferential for us to use the Shears because it's not an enemy that we kill right away. But still, pretty easy. I didn't expect to deal with the devil, so it's not a big loss there. We'd be more expecting one on the next floor. Time is, you know, pretty much right in line with where you'd expect to be going for a boss rush run. Not that that's what we're doing. Take the pinking Shears. And I think we should try to get a deal with the devil right off the bat. You know what? Let's say fuck the boss rush, and let's do a little bit more exploration. And I'll even shoot these fires here. It's a hard habit to break, because we're going fast and we have a teleportation card, so I'm like, we should try to get to the boss rush. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I think in this case, we're gonna make it so that we're not gonna have a very good chance at it on purpose, in the hopes of maybe farming up some more consumables on this floor. Another couple of bombs, another little bit of money, who knows. I could use the shears. That was some lucky dodging there. Could use the shears, but I'm going to choose not to, just so we do have it ready. That's nice. Just so I do have it ready for the next floor boss fight right away. Is that it? I think that's pretty... not quite. We could admittedly use shears to try to get some of the... like that one red chest that I've used now coming up on 2 bombs to get, but... I think it's preferential, apparently that's the word of the day, for us to just get it ready for the next floor. And you know, I think left hand's better for us. Wiggle Worm is not good, it's just funny. But one of the reasons that I like using Emperor card right away... Thought we could take a shortcut there. I like using it right away because we can then use shears however we want on the rest of the floor because we've already knocked out the boss room. Fuck it, I'm gonna lose a Spirit Heart to open this. Big mistake. But at least it wasn't an ignorant mistake. I knew what I was getting myself into, it just didn't work out. I had dreams of like a free guppy item or 2 Spirit Hearts working themselves out there. Didn't come true. So we're gonna Emperor card right away. As soon as we see what's in this room. Yeah. You know, this kind of sucks, so now let's Emperor card out. We're gonna be fighting Monster 2, and... as you can see, Shears doing some serious work. Better on more stationary enemies, but, you know, cutting Monster 2 up very, very nicely. Is it better than Krampus's head? I don't know. The world may never know. But it is the decision that I made, and it's the decision I'm sticking with. We did not get a deal with the devil, which was mathematically the less likely situation, I think. But it worked out, unfortunately, in what I would describe as the game's favor. That's okay, though. Luck. It's a luck upgrade. It doesn't give us max luck, as far as I know, anyway. 2 bombs would give us the... excuse me? Excuse me, times 2. It does give us the ability to get more chest drops on the chest, I think. Trying to refine my understanding of luck here. All I knew was Tiger Woods saying you make your own luck. And that's a man who knows a thing or two about getting lucky. I gotta stop using that dad joke at some point. Left-hand red chests have not really been winning the day for me yet. Just hoping for like 1 guppy item or something like that, but nothing doing yet. Could use the Shears card to access a... rough damage. Could use the Shears card to access a red chest, and you know what? I'm gonna do it. I consider that to be a worthwhile trade. And now we'll trade away one of those Spirit Hearts to go to this curse room, just because I think there's pretty much no way that our secret room is actually adjacent here. And we broke even, I think. So that ended up working out pretty well. And we're still ahead of the curve time-wise here, which is kind of funny, but... we might find ourselves in the position where we, like, go to boss rush, but we actually have to fight for it. And actually, if you think about, you know, something like boss rush... not that I'm going to be talking about it endlessly, I promise. If you think about something like boss rush, though, Shears is certainly a lot better if the room goes on longer versus Krampus's head, which, you know, would completely neutralize, like, one wave. Or it would go a long way towards neutralizing one wave anyway. The Shears would just tear things up forever. So maybe we have, like, a really good boss room countering item. If we have the opportunity to go, I will consider it. Okay. We should have a pretty good crack at a deal with the devil on the next floor as well. I'm not sure if it's guaranteed to be like 100%. Oh, that was terrible. But assuming we don't take red heart damage, which is a little bit of an assumption right now, considering we don't have that many Spirit Hearts. But it's semi-realistic, I think. All we have to do is get a little bit lucky. Big floor. I think we got lucky. We found like all of the, or most of the useful stuff right off the bat. So that's going to be our shop, which I actually don't care about at all. Not to give you guys like an accidental or unintentional thug life or anything like that, but our shop is something we actually don't really want to take part in. Thank you. Because we want to save our money to hopefully have a chance to spawn a blood bank on the next floor. That's the idea, anyway. So I think we're leaving some rooms behind, but, you know, with Curse of the Lost, mostly I'm just happy to be able to get to the exit. And, yeah, we can't... Well, we could, actually... There's no point in it, but we could use Shears to get a full Shears charge, and then some red hearts that we can't even use, I suppose. Curse of the Lost again. That is, a little bit of a piss-off, but I like having unlimited keys right off the bat. We have not had just like a over-the-top easy run in a little while, and I respect the game for that, but I hate the game for that. They say don't hate the player, hate the game. I'm just taking their advice, the nebulous they, who informs all of our decisions. I should have tried to kick that into the possible secret room location there, but it's okay. Alright. So on this floor, Torn Photo. Give us some Tears upgrades. Can't do anything with that. Give us some Tears upgrades. So that our Proptosis play is even better. Okay, that's awesome. There is a Demon Judgment in here. Okay, that's beautiful. So we're going to get the damage bonus. We're not giving ourselves the chance at IV bag, unfortunately, but Explosive Diarrhea. Tell you what, there's so many blood banks around. Throw Explosive Diarrhea down here, blow this one up. Get a little money back and nothing else. Disappointing. We are going to have a huge damage bonus on this floor, though. I do think it's better to play the Demon Judgment first and then play the Blood Bank after that. Ooh, lovers. Hanged Man. There's value in it. In fact, since we're not going to do Boss Rush, we probably want the Hanged Man instead of the Fool card. Once Demon Judgment pays out, and it will happen, it might take a little while, but it'll happen, then we'll hopefully have enough red hearts to start playing blood banks and stuff like that, and maybe have a chance to even, now that I think about it, an IV bag isn't really that tempting to me right now. We don't quite have enough red heart HP to make it work consistently. Well, now I'm just hoping we get enough red hearts to actually get our Demon Judgment to pay out. It should happen. In any case, the damage bonus that we're getting here already from Proptosis is out of control. I'm really glad that we had 5 extra cents so we could make this happen, although there was a blood bank anyway. We got to blow that one up for 2 cents, but could have been better. We'll probably be giving our money to the Judgment inside of the arcade just for, you know, convenience's sake. Good, yeah. I mean, I'm not complimenting myself, I'm complimenting the game. That was a good little clusterfuck you put me in there. Well, we got unlimited keys, so why not? This is fine. Maybe he will drop a ton of money, which actually does make it viable for me to... I was going to say go to the shop, and then I realized that I'm an idiot. Alrighty, then. So actually, why don't we come back here? We have this Hanged Man card. Why don't we pop it right here, and then give this guy some money, and we'll probably get enough money to get a payout from the other Judgment as well. Who knows? Maybe, yeah, I was going to say we'll have some, like, synergistic effects. This guy will give us red hearts back. We'll give those red hearts to Demon Judgment. Black Bean's not amazing, but it is what it is. Good item room? No. No, it was not a good item room. We should pick it up, use it, because it takes a book out of the rotation. We got a little Brimstone, which would be awesome. Unfortunately, it was all a dream. Used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and pepper with heavy D up in a limousine. We have 4.5 HP right now, which is actually not bad. Another tarot card here. No, just a host. Well, I think that's it, basically. We've been to our item room. We've been to our shop. Shop had greed. Item room had Monster Manuel. So I'm starting to think that maybe this is a run that the game has ordained that we should not win. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. We got some more rooms. We'll do the rooms. There's no reason not to do the rooms. There's a lot of reasons to do the rooms. We actually could get red hearts that could give us a much better chance of actually getting a payout from Demon Judgment here. Oh, maybe that was the last room. Well, we do have this Judgment. If you pay out with like a bunch of bombs so I could blow up these blood banks if I have to, maybe get some red hearts back. Okay, that's a start. I probably want to blow up the Key Beggar too. I might play him a couple of times though, because I actually would have preferred a regular key there. If he gives me golden chests, we can just pop them open. What about this one? 2 of clubs. Tell you what, we'll blow up this one, then use 2 of clubs. Now we have enough bombs to blow up whatever we want. It's another red heart to use on, hopefully, the Demon Judgment. Blue map is fine. It doesn't really do anything for us here, but once Curse of the Lost evaporates, we should be good. Pill. Pill is pheromones. Could be worse. Gimpy. Gimpy is good. And it actually allows me to play that and possibly get a heart back. So I'm going to give you like 3 keys. I'm going to give you 4 keys. Because I'm going to give you all my keys. 6 keys for an attack fly is probably not considered a good trade. That being said, we did get him to pay out with his, like, endgame item. I like attack fly. Oh, we haven't been this way. Well, we can get into the boss trap room. I'm not going to stress out too much about the fact that I spent 6 keys on that key beggar, unless we don't have enough keys to get to the chest and open all the chests. If that happens, then I'll feel pretty bad about our situation, but presently, as far as I'm concerned, we just got an attack fly. So this floor is actually a big one. We haven't picked up anything that's... I mean, Gimpy's nice, Blue Map is nice, and Attack Fly is nice. They're not game winners, just of their own, you know, usefulness. But they could contribute to a 1 run. And the real, like, prize on this run is the Deal with the Devil potential. Have we been down here? Yeah. The real prize on this run is the Deal with the Devil potential. If we get a good deal with the devil, well, we should get a deal with the devil to begin with, because it's been so long since we did get one. If we get a good one, that could really sort us out, because we got a really nice framework here with Proptosis, now Gimpy as well. Any extra help would be appreciated. I'm loving the shears here as well. We did get a deal with the devil. We're taking the Polaroid, because I'm a little nervous about this run. We get Book of Belial. So, it's good... And with 9 volt, we could use it once every other room. Is that better than shears, though? The HP doesn't matter that much. I think it actually is worthwhile for us. I mean, it'll give us the guaranteed deal with the devil on the next floor, too, which does... I should have taken the half heart, but it does factor into my decision pretty heavily. But also the fact that with the 9 volt... Let's be honest, I probably wasn't going to use the shears ever except for a boss room, whereas with Book of Belial plus 9 volt, we'll be using it every other room. It will make bosses less... Or it'll make bosses more difficult... Because I can't just, like, camp out over some rocks and let shears do what it does. But it'll make the rooms leading up to the bosses substantially easier. Which is usually where the most amount of damage ends up coming in. I'd rather have Book of Belial ready for that room. But to be honest with you, I don't know if I even want to open a mob trap room with 1 red chest in it. Now, I know I said I'd be using Book of Belial every other room, but in my defense, this room is super easy. This room will pop it for. Yeah, I prefer this. We can find our secret rooms as well. That's what I'll predominantly be using the bombs for. Got a good, like, anti-doppelganger type run going here. I did not expect that this would be a weird dead end. Is the Book of Belial pickup good enough to win the game? With our current setup? Yeah, maybe. It's a bit of a maybe. Like a bit of a big maybe, I should say, but it's certainly not outside of the realm of possibility. Seems like we're doing pretty well on the womb thus far. We'll get a guaranteed deal with the devil. We've already paid the Krampus tax. We can still get fucked by red chests, but I don't know, it's looking alright. Now, battery charge is relatively meaningless, but I appreciate it nonetheless. We do have that secret room there, which I guess we should take advantage of if we're trying to be, you know, good Samaritans. And this must be the direction to our boss room, then. Which means we could probably skip some of these rooms if we want. And maybe I will, because we already have a full charge. So we'll come down here. We'll use all of our bombs. Actually, there is no boss fight here. And now I'm trapped. Pretty much 100% my own fault there. One of them's got to be close to death. Ah, they were both, like, basically dead. Alright. Not red hearts. Okay. I don't love spiders, but I'll take it. There's no reason to use Book of Belial here because we're going to kill the enemies easily, but there's no reason not to use Book of Belial either, so there's that. Good. Okay, we lined it up pretty appropriately. One of the things that might end up becoming important on this run is the payout chance of Gimpy. I actually hope it's tied to luck and it's not a standard thing, because we did pick up that luck foot, which might give me a better than normal chance of getting good Gimpy payouts. I was hoping for a crawl space or something. Teratoma. Shears would have been better because I could have just hung out over top of a rock once the spiders showed up, but we are one-shotting almost every phase of the Teratoma. Or two-shotting, but we're firing pretty quickly as well. So it should be an easy fight, yeah. HP, which there's no reason not to take, and the pentagram. So basically we just got the pentagram, because we traded our HP away for it. It's good. It's maybe not the exact item that I would have asked for, but I'm not going to complain too hard about an HP upgrade. Seems like probably our boss room will be over in this general direction, because our second secret room is relatively close to it. So yeah, I mean, I can't complain too hard. It's fairly nice. That was very dumb, but at the same time we will get a damage bonus from it. I thought that was explosive diarrhea. Why am I holding on to the fool card? I was intrinsically like, oh, I am holding a card, it must be better. Nah, the fool card is just not very good. At this point, at least. I could use it to teleport out of a curse room, but, you know, what kind of tryhards go into a curse room in this situation? My chances of becoming Guppy are relatively terrible. Should be using Book of Belial more often. So we get through Mom's Heart, then we get up to the Cathedral, we drop the left hand, and we move on our merry way. There's our boss fight anyway. Surprised how close it is. We got enough bombs to go everywhere. Mom's Heart shouldn't be too bad. Cathedral could be a bit of a crapshoot. But I've only taken one hit since we've gotten down to the womb, so like I feel like I've been playing pretty well. Demon Tail, huh? Those are interesting. Exclusively paralysis and pheromones and explosive diarrhea. Okay, well. Oh, and then we got a sack of pennies. This is not the spacebar, or not the secret room item I would have hoped for. Let's drop the left hand right here and take Demon's Tail with us. I thought maybe it might turn that red heart into a black heart. It didn't work out that way, unfortunately, but you can't blame a man for trying. Alright. Land the shots like that. We do get a small... Well, we lose our damage bonus for being so far away via proptosis, but it's okay. Better to be as far away as possible and be relatively safe, I think. Gimpy did not pay out. Can't help but notice that. A little salty about it. Life goes on. Should have a brimstone shot coming soon from Mom's Heart. Okay, we're fast enough. So we got 2 red hearts and 2 spirit hearts with which to make our way on the Cathedral. That scares the crap out of me, but at the same time, I don't feel like there's much else I could have done differently on this run. Really, it's just spacebar changes. You know, if I had not taken Book of Belial, I'd have 1 more HP right now. Almost everything else on this run has been automatic. Like, maybe if you played Blood Banks more, you'd have... Oh, that was so bad. You'd have a little bit more HP. Or maybe you'd have an IV bag and you could abuse that, but you need more HP to abuse it anyway. I don't know. I don't necessarily feel like I've made bad strategic choices here. But maybe there's something I'm missing. An AWAS room. You might be, like, shouting... Oh, I forgot I can't get around those rocks. You might be, you know, shouting up and down for joy at that rune pickup, but it actually doesn't matter because you can't use it on the Cathedral. Unless it finds a crawl space sometimes, which it did not. But that's okay, you know, we got 2 hits left in us. We got 1 hit left in us. I would rather not die to double Gemini. We almost did right there. Should probably have popped Book of Belial for this room, but whatever. Red hearts, no. Okay, well, we're, no question, we're in a tough spot. Kill it, kill it, kill it. The creep! The fucking neutral fly was MVP right there. Oh my god. No red hearts anywhere. I really don't want to use Book of Belial on rooms that seem easy enough now, because I might need it to save my skin on a room that's very difficult. Why even make the risk to push that over there? Probably worth doing on this room. Well, all we need... Thank you, by the way, to Gimpy for his extraordinary payouts thus far. All we need is... I'm not going to break into the Beatles, I promise. All we need is... Jesus Christ. To get into this second secret room and possibly pick up some red hearts as a result. Right? It's plausible. Okay, Isaac's head. That's not useful at all. Well, it's looking like, in all likelihood, we'll have to beat Isaac without getting hit. If we make it through Monster 2, that is. It can be done. And our damage is not so bad, especially with Book of Belial, that it's even super unlikely. But I'd rather not be in that situation if we can avoid it. Because it's a little bit stressful, and, you know, stress isn't the ultimate killer, man. I'm trying to keep myself healthy so I can have a long and fruitful life here. Please drop a half red heart or something. Okay, that's good enough. That might actually make it so I live to the chest. By the way, I do have enough keys to open all the chests on the chest. So all you people saying attack fly is not worth 6 keys, hey man, we basically got attack fly for free. There's no way we could have known that. Could have easily gone absolutely terribly, but in this current situation, it appears to have worked out relatively well. We gotta stay far away, unfortunately. If we had shielded Tears, I would be all up in his grill trying to get him to a hotel. Must be a football coach the way I got him playing the field right now. I really wish that I hadn't been hit there. We gotta move. Gotta take out that angel. Good. Okay. No, I'm dead. Oh my god, okay. I lived. Never a doubt in my mind, to be honest with you. We're fast enough to stand in the middle and get out of the way. It's encouraging. I'm a little frightened, I'm going to be honest with you. But I think we actually do have a very good chance of making this work. Now it's just a matter of whether or not we're going to get carried on the chest. Because if we don't get carried on the chest, we're probably fucked. Please, God. What I want the most is like 9 lives. But it can't show up. Wafer is great. Okay, the wafer is amazing. Dead onion is good. The fear shots, sometimes good, sometimes bad, actually. But the wafer pickup is extraordinary. If we can just encounter a room where we find a gluttony so we can kill it last... Now we have like a 3-shot buffer. Combine that with our really good damage, and we might be able to make something happen on this run. I mean, this room is probably not worth Book of Belial, but we might as well use it every other room, lest we end up eating our words, right? Could get a tarot card here, or Bob's Curse or something. We got a Joker? No, 2 of Spades. I was wishful thinking that Joker into existence, so I could get 9 lives. Dead Onion is actually, I mean, we haven't been hit yet, so Dead Onion's a little bit more important than the wafer. If we get hit, that'll change in a damn hurry. How are none of these widows, or not widows, but wretcheds, dead, by the way? Bit scary. But right now, Dead Onion is really what's carrying the weight for us. The piercing tears from it. I hope this is the right way, by the way. A little bit of a crapshoot. I'm a little scared about the intersecting shots from these greeds. But we managed to get through it. We got a quarter out of the whole process, which is basically meaningless. This appears to be very much the wrong direction. What is this, like 5 mega fatties? Just 3? Just 3 mega fatties. That's not so bad. Let's get some bombs loaded up in there. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, that is... get out! I'm trapped in the miasma! We can't bomb our way out of this room, by the way. So, we pretty much just gotta constantly keep moving. I think, because they are... Oh, man. Even, like, their homing thing, like the tractor beam that sucks you in, I'm almost not fast enough to get out of the way of that. We have to keep moving because they jump so quickly sometimes, and also I can't see them always when they're jumping because it's a big room. But the problem with that is that, you know, if they're afraid, like if they've been hit with the fear shot, Their jumping's gonna be all messed up. I could possibly dodge, like, right underneath them. It'd be really good if we could kill this one before he jumped again. Okay, we lived. We lived. No red hearts. Well, I guess red hearts are unlikely to show up. No black hearts have shown up at all. We're about to do a big room. That scares me. Man. I mean, time for, like, obvious phrase number 1, but how awesome would it be if we had Pyromaniac right now? What I will say is I'm actually very happy to be fighting these rats, because typically, if I'm gonna get hit, it's probably gonna be by an enemy that fires quickly, and bombs, you know, they might fire quickly, but they don't explode quickly. We got a lot of room to move, so if we're gonna fight a room full of mini-bosses, this is probably as close to ideal as it gets for us, to be honest. Now, I think this means we have like a 0% chance of getting any heart drops. Red or black or otherwise. Just one Mega Wrath left. Now, here's the question. Do we go to the obvious dead end? Or do we go to the long room? I think we go to the long room. And, oh god. What is that? Ah, I stepped on the creep. Alright. I literally got killed by nothing, apparently. I think I've got to still be proud of that run. Oh my god, I didn't look at the seed at all. Did I really not look at the seed over the course of that whole run? Tell you what, check this out. I'm going to close the game. I'm not going to replay it, because that seems unfair. But I will load it up, and that should allow me to put the seed back on screen. Am I... No, I'm not. Okay. Well, I guess I'm an idiot. Thanks for watching anyway. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. I'm relatively pleased with my play. Little bit of bad RNG, but mostly a fun run. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.